Hello Internet! We are here on BattleSpot, as you can see, and we are going to jump in and do some games. Now, I've been sitting here for a little while, and I'm not sure if anyone's actually playing on BattleSpot right now. Hopefully they are. I did just do one game with some guy from the UK who didn't have any restricted Pokemon, so I thought I would just not bother with that one because, you know, it was just a steamrolling, I suppose. But we're here using this team again, and we find someone with a decent rating. Okay, so the end of Wednesday's video, actually, I threw away a game, which is pretty annoying. Just because I suppose I've never really had to worry too much about skill swap Cresselia. Using gravity for a lot of this format, and my brain just didn't sort of twig that might happen. So a bit frustrated still that sort of threw that game away, but hopefully we can try and claim some points in this video, as this guy's got sort of like a big 16, but he's got a Thunderous, which obviously my Crobat doesn't appreciate seeing. He hasn't got the Smeargle though, which I do appreciate the lack of Smeargle. So Groudon is maybe alright here. Groudon and maybe Smeargle? Maybe Smeargle. Yeah, I'm going to go Groudon Smeargle. With Rayquaza, definitely Rayquaza. And see, is he going to be a Trick Room one, or is he going to be an Icy Wind Thunder Wave one? Because I'm tempted with Slowbro here. Slowbro could help. Sylveon could help as well, though. Oh, I'm going to go with Slowbro. Seeing as it was with Slowbro that we kind of threw the game on Wednesday with, we'll see if Slowbro can get some pride back for us here. Because, if he has got Trick Room, then I've got Trick Room, I can reverse it. I've got After You as well, if I don't really have time to go for a Trick Room to reset it or whatever. If he does go for Thunder Waves and Icy Winds and all that sort of stuff, then I can go for Trick Room myself as well. Okay, so this is a lead that you see quite often, I suppose. Groudon and Thunderous. He might protect his Groudon because he's seen now that my Groudon is either faster or speed tying, and obviously threaten his Groudon as well. So he might protect and taunt the Smeargle or something. I don't know. I don't know likewise if he's Eruption or Earth Power as well, because it could be either, really. That Thunderous is probably going to be more of an issue than the Groudon though, so I'm going to go for an Eruption and Spiky Shield. I'm gonna Erupt and Spiky Shield, I think. So I don't think we're seeing a Protect from his Groudon. No, we're seeing a Thunderbolt into Smeargle. Maybe he is going for a Precipice Blades, but my Groudon should survive that. Yeah, we got this nice damage onto Thunderous, so that is in extreme speed range now, obviously. And Precipice Blades, okay, so I know that I can Wide Guard on him next turn. Yeah, so, okay. Moody, Speed Boost. Okay, Special Defense fell. Speed Boost is quite nice. Speed Boost is really nice, actually, isn't it? But how do we want to play this? Because his Thunderous, unless he's got Hidden Power, which he could do, can't touch Groudon. Ooh. How risky do I want to play here? Because he didn't go for a taunt there. He did just go straight for the attacks on my Smeargle. He could have taunt. He really could still have taunt. But I don't want to just walk into a taunt. Oh, I don't know. I don't like this. But I'm just gonna, because he didn't go for a taunt turn 1. I'm just gonna try and, chance my arm at this. It's protecting his Groudon, so not the worst case scenario, whatever happens. Thunder Waves the Smeargle, so I'm paralyzed now, but hopefully he's going to sleep. we get the Dark Void, and I think because the animation is happening, that means we are hitting something. Yeah, so the Thunderous goes to sleep. Again, though, we don't know if we're speed tying or not. Moody gets a defense boost and loses my accuracy. Okay, that's not so good. Because he did just protect. I can just go straight for an Earth Power onto the Groudon. But if it's a speed tie, maybe I could be extra safe and go for a Wide Guard here too. Is it a speed tie? Is it a speed tie? We're not taunted, are we? So I'm just going to be sort of extra safe. I'm going to go for a Wide Guard here. He might withdraw. He does withdraw the Groudon into maybe Salamence. Yeah, it is Salamence. Okay, so I could have gone for a Hidden Power on that slot. And now I'm showing the Wide Guard. That means he doesn't really want to go for... oh, or not. I'm not showing the Wide Guard. He might not want to go for a Hyper Voice. Okay, now that paralysis might have actually helped me a bit there, because I've not shown Wide Guard yet. And I think he will be inclined to go for said Wide Guard. So I'm going to Hidden Power the Salamence and go for a Wide Guard, because he wants to break my Smeargle Sash. I'm sure he will want to break my Smeargle Sash, and, you know, try and overextend maybe on this turn with the Hyper Voice to knock out the Groudon at the same time. So... fingers crossed this works out for us. The Thunderous can wake up, you know, always, but, you know, the Salamence might protect here as well. Okay, so we do get our Wide Guard. Easy going for a Hyper Voice. Thunderous woke up and goes for a Thunderbolt onto the Smeargle. This might be a Hyper Voice come in then. It's a Hyper Voice, yeah, nice. So... Hidden Power Ice Groudon is actually doing something. And that is indeed a one-shot onto Salamence. Nice. Okay, so yeah, because he went for the attack, I guess he just doesn't have Taunt, because he's going straight for the attacks onto the Smeargle. I get the evasion boost. He was hoping to, you know, Thunderbolt and knock both my Pokemon out with a Hyper Voice there, so that was a nicely placed Wide Guard, but this Xerneas is actually going to destroy my team now. Yeah, Slowbro Rayquaza. That's not good. That is not good. That is really not good. Yeah, I think he's won the game. Late game Xerneas just beats this team. It would seem, because I don't have any Steel types on here. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Because it's probably just going to go for a Geomancer here and a Thunderbolt onto the Smeargle, I would imagine. So... oh dear. I'll try and Earth Power the Xerneas and... whatever. Timeout. I think he's just going to Thunderbolt anyway. Smeargle avoids it. Okay. Oh, I got the evasion boost. I should have gone for a Dark Void. Just on the off chance that... I did have -1 accuracy as well. I should have just gone for the Dark Void just on the off chance that he missed me, I suppose. So there you go. This is the first time, like this week is the first time I have ever used Smeargle, Moody Smeargle on BattleSpot, so, you know, I've missed my chance there, didn't I? I really did. Oh, I did time out. And I got the Dark Void. Do I hit anything? Okay. I'm not going to take credit for that, because because timing out actually has helped us out a massive amount here. Wow, I cannot tell you how jammy that is. That is very jammy, as I'm sure you know. So his Xerneas can't wake up here, and don't really want to bring Rayquaza in on a Thunderbolt, so maybe I will just try and sacrifice Smeargle here and Earth Power the Xerneas again to put it into extreme speed range. Because he hasn't shown his hidden power on his Thunderous yet, so he probably doesn't have any way to touch my Groudon. That was so jammy. That was so jammy. Earth Power is 100% accurate and should do, yeah, nice amount. Yeah, that's extreme speed range now. I'll definitely take that. And Rayquaza should clear up the game from here. So, wow, that hands definitely being held up there. Yeah. Wow. So I suppose Smeargle had been sitting in there for a while. So I was bound, I suppose, to at some point get the evasion boost. But to miss the Thunderbolt, and I thought because my cursor was hovering over Wide Guard, I thought the timer would have just picked Wide Guard for me. But no, the timer picked Dark Void. And even with the accuracy drop, one accuracy drop, I managed to hit one of them. You know, I hit the Xerneas, so that's fantastic. Xerneas could wake up here. He's got a 1 in 3 chance of waking up. He could be trying to paralyze my Rayquaza as well. So I've got things to worry about here. So I'm going to go for an Eruption, and I don't really think I've got any options. Just to extreme speed the Xerneas here. If he paralyzes me, like if he wakes up and protects and then he paralyzes me, then there's still a 75% chance that I'll get the extreme speed off, and I think I should be alright still, but even still, the chances are against him to wake up here, yeah, and he doesn't wake up. So we get the extreme speed onto the Xerneas there, and he'll probably be paralyzing my Rayquaza. But his, yeah, and his Thunderous will be going down to my Eruption here. I thought I'd Erupt, you know, this little weak Eruption, because it is at its sash, it will knock it out, and, you know, if by some miracle miracle on his behalf, the extreme speed didn't knock out his Xerneas, then maybe it would have just, you know, did the last little hit point for him. But, this is Smeargle for you. This is and it's actually quite nice that it's going in my favour, because the amount of times that I've had Smeargle go against me, because I don't really use Smeargle very much, so to actually use Smeargle and actually see how it can work out is quite nice, actually. I'm just going to Earth Power here and bring Slowbro in, because that means, you know, if it is a speed tie, which, you know, maybe it's not, it's just forfeited, Slowbro should be able to survive that turn. It has got a Citrus Berry, so it can survive 2 Precipice Blades. I can get the Trick Room off, I can bring in my Rayquaza again, and then just Scald it. So that was that. And, whew, there we go. That was definitely not the most flattering of games, but, again, we'll take it, because, you know, we're just starting out on this ladder, and, it's nice to get some points. So, there you go, that's Smeargle. That is definitely Smeargle for you. But, you know, as we do on these very battle spot videos, we search for a second game, as we find someone from South Korea with a decent rating. And this guy, ooh, this looks a bit sort of gravity-y. Quite a strange setup, though, with Kyurem and Kyogre, Meowstic and Kangaskhan, and then Talonflame and Amoonguss. Right. Well, normally sort of Trick Roomy Gravity sort of teams tend to lead with Kangaskhan and Meowstic, so maybe I could think he'll lead that. Maybe. The Meowstic's probably got a Mental Herb on it as well, but I do have to consider if he leads with Meowstic and Kyurem as well, if the Kyurem is scarfed, because this could be bad for us, actually. So maybe I want Smeargle. Maybe, oh, I don't know, because then if he's got Safeguard, which is bound to have as well. Maybe Rayquaza Smeargle, but then if his Meowstic's got Fake Out, that wouldn't be good. This is actually tricky. I am gonna go Smeargle Rayquaza. I do want my Groudon, and I think Sylveon. Like, I actually want my Slowbro here, but just as extra sort of insurance, I suppose, on the Kyurem, I do want the Sylveon. This is tricky. Like, it's always interesting using teams that aren't, you know, so fresh in your mind. Like, I don't have a massive amount of experience with this team, so like on team preview, it's a bit tricky. Like, ooh, what do I do here? You know, what can I do against this? It's, you know, kind of refreshing in a way to get the old brain working and see what happens. But we do get the lead of Kangaskhan and Meowstic, so no Kyurem, thank goodness. Now, Meowstic sometimes do have Fake Out, but maybe he's more likely just to go for a Safeguard here, seeing as he is looking at a Smeargle. I think, if anything, the Kangaskhan is just going to target the Rayquaza, so I could protect there, but yeah, if he does Trick Room, Slowbro would have been nice here. Do I just double protect? Oh, I don't know. I'm at a loss with this. I'm going to double protect. I don't like it, but I'm going to double protect. But the problem is if he's got Trick Room and Safeguard. I suppose if he goes for a Safeguard here, then we will outspeed the next turn. If he goes for a Safeguard, if he goes for a Trick Room here, then he will be forced to go for a Safeguard next turn, I suppose. We can follow me as well, and just to sort of sacrifice the Smeargle here. But I think the Kangaskhan will either go for a Fake Out or just a Double Edge onto the Rayquaza. I think it will target the Rayquaza here. And I'm thinking that I don't really just want to leave Smeargle sitting in there, because if he Safeguards, then it's a bit of a wasted turn. I think he probably will Safeguard. Yeah, and he does. So we'll see what happens here. And he Power Punches himself. Oh dear. Okay. Well, that's nice to see. Will he Sucker Punch now, though? Moody. Defense rose. Okay. Speed fell. Well, I am going to go for Follow Me here. And I think... do I go for a Draco Meteor or do I go for a Dragon Ascent onto the Kangaskhan? Which one's more powerful? Dragon Ascent's more accurate. But I think both have got a chance to knock it out. I think Dragon Ascent, with this investment, is more likely to one-shot it. With the accuracy factored in as well, I think it probably is. So I'm just going to go for a Dragon Ascent onto the Kangaskhan and hope it knocks it out. If it doesn't, then I'm losing my Smeargle. But, you know, because it didn't go for a Trick Room there, I am faster this turn. Ooh, Gravity. Okay. So maybe a Kyurem is likely to come in. Maybe his Kyogre's even got Blizzard as well. But hopefully this does knock it out. But because it is looking like maybe a Trick Room variant, I'm actually thinking this is probably going to survive. Yeah, that is definitely a survival. And a Double Edge. Actually, with the recoil, Double Edge will knock it out. So I got a defense boost, didn't I? Yeah. Else, like, that's a +2 Kangaskhan, and the first hit didn't just take me down to the sash, so... okay. So, you know, I trade the Smeargle for his Kangaskhan, which is alright, but I am expecting he's going to bring in his Kyurem here, so I'm going to put out my Sylveon. Like, I am sort of thinking that, you know, really Slowbro would have been nice here, but we do see the Kyurem. What else has this Meowstic got then? It might have Swagger. It might have Thunder Wave. I mean, it's bound to have Trick Room, isn't it? Surely. Surely Trick Room. So, I think we'll assume Trick Room, Gravity, Safeguard. Maybe, I think it's Quick Guard or Swagger, maybe. Sylveon is a nice Pokemon to have out here, though, because it's not really going to take too much from a Blizzard. So I'm going to Hyper Voice, and really simple, just protect the Rayquaza here. Just because in Hyper Voice, after a Hyper Voice, which I am anticipating I'll get off, it should and might be in Quick Guard range, but he has got Quick Guard. So that is his last that is his last move. Hopefully he doesn't freeze me. No, he doesn't. And this should do a lot of damage. It is Pixie Plate boosted. If that is Scarfed, then He probably doesn't have too much investment there. And that quick guard is an issue for us. His last one was Kyogre, wasn't it? Right. I think I'm going to go for another Hyper Voice. I've got Extreme Speed and Quick Attack here, but Quick Guard will just stop both of them. I'm anticipating him to be Scarfed as well, so I'm not going to mess around here. Just because he went for a Quick Guard as well, it kind of indicates he is Scarfed. So I'm going to go for a Hyper Voice. I don't think I'm going to try and double protect. I think I will bring in the Groudon, because then I've got... because it should survive a Blizzard. It won't appreciate taking it, but then I'll have more Pokemon to play against his Kyogre with. So, we haven't actually seen Trick Room, but I'm expecting it. Again, we have to sort of hope... Well, actually, we won't freeze this turn because we've got the sun up. So, hopefully he doesn't, like, you know, not have Trick Room and has got Swagger instead or something. Because if it is Scarfed, we should really be just knocking this Kyurem out here. Should be game over. It is Blizzard, we can't freeze. He could critical hit us. And that's not a critical hit. Good. And Hyper Voice. So Sylveon pulling this out for us. Yeah, okay. And I'm expecting Kyogre, it's his last Pokemon. I suppose if I'd left Rayquaza in there, I would have had a free switch into my Groudon, but I'm not too sure on, like, you know, a special Groudon versus a Kyogre one-on-one, even though I have got a Sylveon here. I withdrew the Kyogre so that I could get a definite Dragon Ascent onto it, because the Sylveon does have Helping Hand. So this is actually the day of Sylveon, really, isn't it? I'm just going to protect Sylveon here and hope he knocks out my Groudon, because then I will get a free switch back into my Rayquaza, and I can just go for a Helping Hand Dragon Ascent onto it and knock it out. If he doesn't knock the Groudon out, then I'll be able to do enough damage to it to put it in range of a non-Helping Hand boosted Dragon Ascent. So either way, I think we've won this game, yeah. He does hit, which means we get to go for the swanky Helping Hand play, which is always nice to see. Looks like we're going to end the week with 2 wins, I think. We did win the first game, didn't we? Or did we? I think we did. I think it was the timeout, wasn't it? Oh, let's just forget that happened. Not very flattering. Okay, so here we go. Nice, flashy Helping Hand play here. Helping Hand and Dragon Ascent. Dragon Ascent is one of the best animations in the game, I think. It's such a cool looking move. Helping Hand, Dragon Ascent. Looks quite nice, doesn't it? An arrow through, all the way through Kyogre. Even the bulkiest one won't survive a Helping Hand Life Orb boosted Dragon Ascent. So yeah, quite a I suppose we didn't need Slowbro in the end there because he didn't actually go for a Trick Room. So that was a little bit scary, but we managed to you know, clutch it through. I'm actually interested how far this team can go up the Battle Spot ladder, because before Nationals I was actually considering using this team, you know, at Nationals, but I just didn't feel like it was that solid, you know, that consistent, I suppose. So, you know, next week maybe we'll get a bit higher on the ladder and we'll see how far we can take the team. So, you know, thanks for watching this, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video and all the videos this week as well. You know, some pretty strange teams, or team rather, in the videos on Tuesday and Wednesday on Showdown. So, you know, hope you enjoyed that as well. But anyway, thanks a lot, guys, and hope you'll join me next week. Goodbye for now.